morning. I'm Erin Risley.
And I'm Alexis Halen. It's 8:03.
Congratulations to this week's winning advisories. 801, 110, 800, 503, 803, 804, SC11, 601, 103, 300, 305, 107, SC5, SC6, SC3, 109, 202, 208, 400, SC9, and 205. Winning advisory teachers should hand out passes in today's advisory to be worn tomorrow. Make sure to follow all dress code guidelines and wear your pass at all times.
There will be a choir concert tonight in the auditorium at 7 p.m. Performing at the concert are Cadence, Parkway, Advanced Choir, Treble Choir, and Senior Soloist features. You do not need to purchase tickets to attend.
Up next, we have sports with Sarah Walsh, current events with Jackie Kaglar, and more.
Thanks. Congratulations to the girls track team for their outstanding performance in the ESCC championships. Ella DeCara, Nora Christensen, Abby Hartzer, and Natalie Ferguson set a new ESCC record in the 4x200 meters. Natalie Ferguson also set up a new school record in the long jump. Multiple medal winners included Ella DeCara, Izzy Bing, Nora Christensen, Abby Hartzer, Natalie Ferguson, Angela Coe, Ashley Beatty, Zubaida Ekorid, Paulina Soroka. Single medal winners included Nora Belmont, Sydney Kremark, Allison Kolber, Elizabeth Vines, Maya Zaucha, Jenna Kowalik, and Jalea Quarles. Yesterday was senior night and the varsity softball team beat Bennett 6-0. The JV team lost against Bennett by a score of 23-3. The varsity girls soccer team has a game versus Marist here at 6 p.m. tonight. The freshman girls soccer team has a game versus Grayslake North at Grayslake at 4:30 p.m. today. Now on to boys news. The varsity baseball team beat Bennett yesterday with a score of 5-4. The boys JV tennis team easily beat Marian Catholic yesterday. The boys track and field have a varsity invitational at Grayslake Central at 4 p.m. today. The boys volleyball varsity team has a match against St. Viator here in the Salvi at 6:15 p.m. And the JV boys lacrosse team has a match against Nazareth Academy at Nazareth today at 5:30 p.m. Next up, we have Jacqueline Kaglar with current events.
Good morning, I am Jacqueline Kaglar with Current Events. On Tuesday, thousands of movie and television writers went on strike for the first time since 2007, halting the production of several projects. Writers argue that their compensation has stagnated while giant media companies have grown rapidly, and they have concerns about artificial intelligence and poor working conditions. TV shows, especially late-night shows, will see some decline, while movies should be unaffected for the near future. Expect to see more reality series and international shows for the next few months. A new dam technology called pump storage is rapidly expanding. To get a bit scientific, pump storage is kind of like a battery. Imagine a waterfall like we have on here, where there's a lake at the top of the waterfall, and at the bottom of the waterfall. When no one wants electricity, water is pumped uphill, which will fill the upper lake. When people want electricity, the water is released through to the lower lake through a turbine, which generates electricity. The advantages of pump storage are that it doesn't require a massive construction like the Hoover Dam, so entire ecosystems wouldn't have to be displaced, and it's renewable energy. Several countries already have plans for pump storage systems, so perhaps it will power your home in the near future. Just yesterday, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates by a quarter point, bringing the interest rate above 5% for the first time in 15 years. This is the 10th increase in rates as the Federal Reserve tries to fight inflation. The Federal Reserve has said it's leaving the door open to future rate increases in an attempt to drag inflation down to 2%. The Federal Reserve's idea is that by raising interest rates, people will spend less money and buy less products. When people buy less products, prices also drop and inflation will cool. The Federal Reserve will meet again in June to discuss their next move. That's all for current events. I'm Jacqueline Kaglar. Up next, we have a video about Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is a holiday celebrated on May 5th. It commemorates the Mexican Army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. The holiday is primarily celebrated in the United States, but it's also celebrated in Mexico and other parts of the world. Cinco de Mayo is celebrated in a variety of ways, including parades, festivals, and concerts. At Carmel, we will be celebrating this holiday with a friendly game of Capture the Flag. Who will be participating? All Spanish and French launch classes on May 5th, 2023. It will be taking place in Baker Stadium, but if weather conditions are bad, the Salvi Arena. For attendance, meet in your classroom and leave all your things there, but do bring water. Teachers will take attendance, then walk over to the location together, where you will compete for the greatest prize of all, pride and glory.
Good morning, I'm Mary Risley, and I'm joined by Will Neese and Camille Rafi to talk about tonight's choir concert. So how has choir affected you both over your 4 years at Carmel?
For me, I've made almost all of my good friends are from choir. I was brought into choir when I was an 8th grader to be here by Connor Madigan, and it just stuck with me since, and it's been great.
So I really got involved with choir this year, and it got me a lot closer to all of my friends, and it made me get a lot of new friends. So it's made my years here a lot better.
Glad. Camille, what does having a senior solo mean to you?
It's kind of like a last hurrah for me. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's something I've been working on, and I'm just really excited to share it.
Break a leg. And Will, I hear there's an all-guys song. What is it, and how does it feel to be singing with such a great group of guys?
So the song is Longest Time by Billy Joel. I am so happy to be able to do a guy's song. We were rehearsing it yesterday while the girls were rehearsing their song. We did it without Miss Hawk and by ourselves in the hallway, and it was so much fun, and I'm so happy to be singing with them.
Look forward to seeing it tonight. Thank you guys for joining me today. Up next, we have Gardening Club interview.
Hello, my name is Andy Salto, back with more Club Spotlight. Today, I am joined by Mrs. Titterton and Elena Shade to talk about the Gardening Club. What is the Gardening Club?
You know, the Gardening Club is a chance for students to come out to our garden and garden. And, you know, throughout the year, in the winter, we start seeds, and then in the spring, we move them outside to our garden beds. And then in the summer and fall, we weed and water and maintain the beds, and then we harvest our produce, and all our produce goes to our local food pantry.
Why is it important to have this club?
I think it's so important for the community that, you know, part of our garden club is we give back to our local food pantry, and all that food goes to good. It doesn't just go to waste, and I think that's so important.
What types of things do you grow?
So this year we're growing tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, all types of herbs such as cilantro, basil, and then of course different types of flowers.
What are some upcoming events for the club?
So we typically are out there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So everyone's invited Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll probably take a week off around finals just because there's so much going on. And then we really kick things off in the summer. So lots of opportunities to be out there in the summer. I would also add that because we are growing produce organically to feed those in need in our area, it is a great way to really get dirty doing your Christian service.
How can one get involved?
So stop by Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's really kind of an unclub. You don't have to be a part of the club to come. Just come out there and stop by SC5.
And who can you contact for questions?
So just contact me, Mrs. Titterton. You can email me or stop by my room.
Thank you for joining me today, ladies.
Thank you.
Up next we're going back to the hosts.
Welcome back. The Ministry Department and Nuestra Voz have collaborated to create a Spanish language Mass next Wednesday, May 10th at 3:30. Father Christian will celebrate Mass and all mothers who attend will receive a rose.
Yesterday, CDN, along with a few small groups of additional Carmel students, attended the Feed My Starving Children Throwdown. During the 1 hour and 45 minutes there, they were able to help pack 95 boxes of food that would go to feed 131 kids for a year. Thank you to all the people that came out and contributed.
Join Fine Arts for a free night of art and entertainment on Thursday, May 18th from 6 to 8 for the spring semester student art exhibition. Enter through door N on McKinley Avenue. All are welcome, so bring family and friends to see the art your peers have made. Entertainment will be provided by Carmel's Jazz Combo.
3 Stars Design Co. will have a pop-up shop with buttons, keychains, magnets, posters, memo books, t-shirts, and tote bags at the exhibition, so be sure to check them out.
And that's all we have for today. As always, I'm Erin Risley.
And I'm Alexis Halen. Have a thrilling Thursday, Carmel.